So there I was, in a heavy-duty lip lock with my new fiancée. And all I had to do to make our lives together possible was to kill her jealous, vindictive, unbelievably rich husband before he killed her. Then she'd get all his billions and we could get married and be filthy rich. And then when my rich uncle dies and leaves me his money, we'll find out what overkill is really all about. At that moment, I was the happiest private dick in town. But then...
Oh, I let it in hatchet throwing at Bryn Mawr.
Wonder who it is. Yikes! It's Mr. Papandreou, the super. He came to clean up the assassin you shot.
Gee, Pep, I'm sorry. I thought he was another one of my husband's assassins. He seemed like a vile and despicable man. Was he vile and despicable?
Sure, he was a super. He wouldn't even do his work unless you tipped him a few bucks for every little thing.
I know what you mean. Even though my husband is so rich, he still works as a super for the tips.
Oh, I can't wait to kill him.
Mr. P, you forgot your bucket and your mop. Oh, my God!
It's all right, Vera.
Oh, no.
I know it's a shock. But Chloe thought that he was an assassin.
Oh, no, it's not that. I just gave him $10 to get him to clean up the body. Would it be wrong to take it back?
Well, it's not like he did anything for it.
Oh, what the hell. All right, Vera. Here's your 10. Whoa. There's got to be 20. No, 30 bucks here. Say, Chloe, if you lend me the rest, I'll use this to buy you an engagement ring.
Engagement ring?
The crepe lock. Oh, forget the crepe lock, Vera. Chloe and I are getting hitched. Say, how fitting that you're the first person we're telling.
If only I were the first person you told, Pep. If only I were.
But you are, Vera. You know, maybe it's time you take a nice long vacation. Me? Well, I gotta go kill a guy. Be back in a flash.
Well, it's movie time. You got any more of that crepe lock?
Who will Pep choose? Sexy, worldly, been-around-the-block Chloe or Vera, the sweetheart next door? Stay tuned for the next chapter of the instant noir classic, Killer Blondes, part of USA's Those Lips, Those Lies marathon. So, Pep snuck into Boyle Manor to lance Angus Boyle and marry the murderee's missus. And as Chloe had prepped, Pep crept, stepped, and schlepped. Adept and perceptive, deceptive, except for a few contraceptives. I will not kill him in a hall. I will not kill him in a shawl. I will not kill him near a wall. I will not kill... Oh, sorry.
Chloe was right. Her husband, Angus, was mean. Any doubts I might have had about killing him disappeared when I imagined him tracking and shooting Arnold Ziffel. Angus Boyle was apparently born with a whole silver set crammed in his yapper. He had a sheepskin from all the right schools. Harvard, Yale, Princeton, DeVry, Barbizon. I was hating this guy more and more by the second. It was no longer about killing him before he could kill Chloe so we could get his money, get married, and live like kings. I now felt like an exterminator. Like I was there to kill a bug. The whole world would be better off without.
What's going on? Someone in here?
It's almost too exciting, isn't it? Stay tuned for the thrilling conclusion of the modern classic, Pep Devlin, Private Eye, Public Heart. It's coming up later on USA's Lips of Fury Noir Babe-tacular. His heart pounding, his head beating, his pulse racing, and his spleen venting. Pep prepared to do the dastardly deed his dame and destiny had deemed he had to do. He was no longer thinking of his hopelessly devoted assistant Vera, or his career as a rent-a-dick. No, all he could think of was protecting Chloe from the husband she said wanted to kill her. Chloe said she loved Pep, but could she be trusted? And would Pep be able to go through with it? You won't believe what happens next. And not just because it's exciting either. No, it's just that far-fetched. Completely unbelievable. Here, see for yourself.
What's going on? Someone in here? Pep? Pep, is that you? It's me, your loving uncle. Come here and give your Uncle Wonka a hugga wugga. Oh, no. Give me that gun, you crazy kid.
I don't believe this. Unc, you look fantastic. You gotta be, what, 70?
78 to be exact. Pep, my boy, it's amazing. I found this way to arrest and reverse the aging process through my own carefully designed regime of diet, exercise, herbal supplements, prostate massage, and daily injections.
Injections of what?
You don't want to know, trust me.
But I still don't get it. Your name isn't Angus Boyle.
It is now. I had it legally changed.
But, Unc, what was wrong with the name J. Stink Squishy von Krappenstein?
Stein. It's a long story, son.
What the hell is going on?
Chloe, you want to talk coincidence? It turns out that my rich uncle is your rich, evil husband's roommate.
Evil husband? Why, you little trollop.
Hey, Unc, ixnay on the olive tray. That's my fiancée.
You are such an idiot. Don't you get it? Your uncle is my husband. They're the same person. Well, it's a good thing I'm prepared to kill you both.
Yeah, that is a good... Hey.
Prepare to die.
I didn't think it was unreasonable of me to be confused. And I thought that Chloe's reaction was way out of line. To be honest, I was starting to doubt she was ready for marriage. Unc.
Well, after this commercial.
Will Chloe's husband succeed in killing her? Will Pep agree to kill her husband first? Will Pep and Chloe get married and start spending her inherited billions? Find out when Private Eyes and Public Spectacles, The Devlin Files continues today on USA.
I'd been in scrapes before, but this time, it was bad. It looked like my number had finally come up to pay the piper. And the Grim Reaper doesn't show mercy, he doesn't kid around, and he doesn't take American Express. Not that I had a card. All I had was a fiancé who was about to kill me. And murder is the kind of thing that could make even Larry King call off an engagement.
Commercial. Well, now I can kill you and get back for the thrilling conclusion of body of evidence.
Actually, it may not be a commercial. It may just be a station ID. I'd hate to see you rush into anything that...
Oh, quiet! Oh, what a fool you are, Pep Devlin. Believing my phony sob story about my cruel husband who's trying to kill me. And you, despite your rippling biceps, this aged whip couldn't kill the lights.
Yeah, well, I wish I could kill you, you heartless wench. For the way you toyed with this strong young buck's poor old heart, for the way you lied and schemed, and for the way you keep blocking that mirror behind you. Oh, yeah.
Oh, stop it! Angus, you... Oh, vain old goat! Hold still, both of you. Oh, well, this is going to work out just fine. I'll kill you both, make it look like a double suicide, and keep all that money for myself.
I'd never been a particularly religious guy, but at that moment I knew one thing for sure, that if there really was a big guy up in heaven, I sure hoped he wasn't mad about the time I called him a scummy craphead when he made me lose that winning lotto ticket back in '93. I mean, he's got to understand how I felt, right? It didn't really seem fair, and I was really angry.
Oh no, I'm plotzing. Stay tuned for the exciting conclusion of this chapter of The Pep Devlin Mysteries, right here on USA. Pep is having one whammer-jammer of a bad day. First, he learns Chloe's hubby is his own ever-loving uncle. Then it turns out Chloe's just a double-dealing, two-timing, gold-digging no-goodnik. And she's about to put Pep, like Schweppes, on ice. A gunshot rings out. And another. Glorioski, is this the end of Pep Devlin?
Oh. Phew.
Vera!
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. I got all the way here, and then I realized I had no bullets, and then I had to go back to the city and find a store that was open, and it was a nightmare. Oh.
But Vera, why?
Because.
Pep, my dear boy, take it from an old man that's seen the world. This beautiful young lady's in love with you.
Really, Vera?
If only I were, Pep. I mean, I am. I am, yeah. I love you, Pep.
Wow. Without your glasses, you're a knockout.
And the ironic thing, there's no glass in them. I have no idea why I wear them.
And that's the way it happened. Turned out that Vera was an heiress, too. Her family owned the Eiffel Tower, which was why she was always thinking about Paris. Her grandfather built it to be an oil well, but instead, he struck nothing but water. Sparkling mineral water, that is. He thought that he was ruined since France is full of drunken, filthy creeps who have no need for water. But he exported it to snobby Americans and made billions. So, with my family's oil money and her family's water money, we set out to prove that oil and water can mix. And that once in a while, a case can work out okay, with everyone walking away happy. Well, except for Chloe and the other dead people.
It's ironic, isn't it? Chloe died without getting to see the end body of evidence.
Believe me, dear child, Chloe was only pretending to want to watch. She was never a USA viewer. She was one of those TNT people.
Oh. Oh.
Killer Blondes with David Forsythe as the gritty but gaga gumshoe Pep Devlin. Crystal Chappelle as the lusciously lethal Chloe Shilblaine Boyle. Anna Holbrook as the nosh-nabbing 9-to-5er Vera. And Alexander Walters as the pumped-up, peck-popping Angus Boyle.